Hello, welcome to Real Talk Live with wArnette D Love. And today I wanted to talk to you about our health. We're going to have to take care of ourselves. We're going to make sure that we take care of ourselves a little bit more than what we have been doing. And we want to make sure that we don't assume that we're okay because we feel that we're doing the proper thing by our health, our bodies. Just because we're running every day, just because we're eating salads every day, doesn't mean that we don't supposed to go and get checkups. Regular checkups, regular blood work. We need to make sure that we get these things done. Now, see, when I'm having a conversation with a lot of people, where they get off on me is because I'm a plus size woman. They feel that I automatically have blood pressure problems or diabetes, But the thing is, I'm just a big girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't have blood pressure issues. And you know what I have noticed too, even when you go to the doctor, a lot of times they want to make you have a blood pressure issue if you're on the heavy side. And I thank God that I haven't had that issue with the VA. And a lot of people talk about the medical care at VA. I have yet to have a problem with the medical care at VA. I have. And I'm not talking about anyone else. Everybody have their own experience. But I've yet to have doctors trying to push stuff on me. Now, the VA does go a little bit low with diabetes. They'll tell you a scale lower than normally. That'll say, well, you pre-diabetic, but a lot of times you're not. They just want to make sure that you watch what you're eating and keeping your levels straight. So, but I haven't had an issue with the doctors at VA. Not comparing myself to anyone else. I haven't had an issue with the doctors not doing right by me as far as my blood pressure. They don't make me have an issue because I'm on the heavy side. They don't tell me you have blood pressure issues. I have not taken any blood pressure medicine. However, VA sent me on the outside one time for they sent me on the outside for water gain, right? Fluid. And so the doctor gave me some supposed to be fluid pills, but the same fluid pills were what they issue people for blood pressure, right? So what he actually put in my records was that I had blood pressure issues, not fluid issues. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I called VA so quick, I was like, this man trying to kill me. Because when I came in, the nurse was talking to me and she was like, well, you got blood pressure. I said, ma'am, I have never had any blood pressure issues. Y'all just took my blood pressure. My blood pressure is normal. And she was like, well, that's because you take... I said, no, ma'am, my blood pressure has always been normal. And so what happened is I called VA. I said, listen, I'm not going back to that doctor. I'm coming back to you guys. They're trying to kill me here. And so I noticed that that's a lot of what happens in... these doctor's office. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, and so now, and I'm going to tell y'all where I went. What VA did was they were contracting care for the veterans, and they sent me to a health department, okay? A city health department. And the health department doctor was the one that had put that mess in my records. And my concern was, if they did that to me, what are they doing to the other patients? Are we putting patients on medication and they don't need it? Or are we, and I say we meaning them because I am nobody's doctor, but are we diagnosing people with ailments that they don't really have? When they come to us, that's a concern of mine. And that is why it's good that we get a second opinion about our health. Thankfully, I was able to call VA back and let them know, hey, I'm done with this doctor. I'm coming back to you guys because y'all know my history. My health. I have no blood pressure problems. And see, the whole thing was, you know what the doctor had said to me when I asked him about it? I said, the nurse is asking me about some blood pressure issues. I don't have blood pressure issues. He says, well, at your weight, you will. I said, let me tell you something, sir. Y'all got me messed up. I said, let me tell you something, sir. I've been a big girl for many years and I haven't had any blood pressure issues. So you're not going to just make me have a blood pressure issues because you got an issue with my weight. And that's what I told him. And then I never seen that doctor again. He probably retired by now. I've never seen him again because I didn't go back. So let's not let people tell us any and everything. Okay? Get you a second opinion about something. I'm not going to just start taking your medicine. Matter of fact, I stopped taking them fluid pills too because you're not going to be messing up my heart. And so what I'm trying to say is this. We need to get checked. And then sometimes it's necessary to get a second opinion. You don't always want to take the first opinion. Get a second opinion when you feel like it's not right. Because I was talking to my mother today, and this is what gave me the idea to come and talk to y'all about our health. I am in no way a doctor. I say that for the second time. However, I do believe in getting checked out, and I do not like going to the doctor. So I'm wanting to tell you, you still have to get checked out, whether you like to go to the doctor or not, especially the older you get. And so my mom was like, we were talking today, and she was like, we were talking about pressure, and she kept saying, that's what happens when you have blood pressure issues and blah, blah, blah. I said, wait a minute, hold on. You're talking to me like I'm a blood pressure issue recipient, right? I don't have any blood pressure issues. And she was like, you don't, do you? I said, no, ma'am. I said, I know I'm a heavyset girl, but I have no blood pressure issues. And she was like, well, that's something that you don't have. I said, because I don't worry about anything. That's one thing. That's my diagnosis, y'all. I don't worry about anything. Now, if I get upset and it's something that I don't like, yes, I'm going to discuss it. I'm going to talk about it to my heart's desire until I'm just done talking about it. But as far as really, really, really worrying about things from day to day, I do not worry. I don't care. I don't worry about bills. I don't worry about cars. I don't worry about houses. I don't worry about clothes. I don't worry about food. I don't worry about anything because I believe that this too shall pass. I believe that this is a situation right now, and eventually this situation will be gone. So whatever it is, if that means that the house that I live in is going to be no more, bye-bye, go bye-bye, that's what it's going to be. If the car that I have is going to break down, so may it be. I'll adjust when it happens. I don't worry about that stuff because I'm not getting ready to stress myself into sickness. I'm not going to stress myself into an early grave. I'm not trying to go anywhere. Everybody, I want to be with the Lord too, but not right now. And he understands that, me and him talk. And so I'm not going to worry myself into a sickness or early grave. And so that's one thing that I believe contributes to keeping my pressure down. I'm not concerned with stuff. You know, I can't pay the bill. Can't pay it today. Don't call me tomorrow either because I ain't going to be able to pay it then. You know, that's the way I feel. And when people used to call me about a bill, and for most part, I'm going to tell you, I don't know if y'all anything like me. Sometimes I had the money in the bank and I just wait till the last minute. Now, I haven't done this in a while, but it used to be a time where I would have the money in the bank and wait till the last minute to pay the bill. I don't recommend that for anybody because it can mess up your credit. But sometimes I just want my money in the bank. You know, because a lot of times we find ourselves working to pay bills. Some of us that don't have it like that, you know. We find ourselves working to pay bills. So sometimes I just want my money to sit in the bank. Can I get a little bit of interest on my money before I have to pay it out? So that's what I would do. But if I really couldn't pay the bill, ain't no need to keep calling me. What you calling me for? What you calling me for? I cannot pay the bill today, and I cannot pay it next week, and I probably won't be able to pay it the week after that, so don't call me no more. You know, and so I don't worry about that stuff because I know for a fact that somewhere down the line you got a little insurance to cover the bills that people don't pay. I know also that either I'm gonna have to turn stuff back in, or you're gonna repossess it, or whatever you do. And it's all for me. If that's what it is, that's what it is. But I do not believe in worrying about stuff. What I'm worrying about it for? I don't want nothing, stuff prolonged. If something's going on and we need to address it, let's address it now. So don't need to prolong it, because whatever's going to be is going to be. That's like within the workplace. If I'm in trouble, because I done been in trouble at work before, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it on. Let's talk about it. This is what I did. Yes, I did it. I did it. Ain't no sense in lying, trying to keep drawing out, put a lie. I did it. So now what you gonna do about it? I got punished at work one time for something that I did. And then what ended up happening is they allowed me to pick the days that I wanted for my days off. They gave me 2 days off of work with no pay. And so now, I ain't gonna lie, I got mad about it when I realized how much money I lost on my check. But up until then, they had gave me the opportunity to pick what days off. So I picked the best days I could to be off and all that stuff, So it was really no skin off my back. I had, savings and stuff. The bottom line is, do not worry yourself into a sickness. Let's talk about, your health. Think about that. And a lot of people don't connect the dots that when we're worrying about day-to-day activities, we are affecting our health, or we can be affecting our health. Also, let's talk about medication. Take your meds. Take your meds. Once we have established, or it has been established, that we need these certain meds for ourselves, let's take them, okay? Let's take them now. Everybody's not like me. I have meds that I take as needed, because I take mostly pain medication. Basically, that's, what I take. Mostly pain medication. Y'all know I have sinus and stuff like that, but I am talking about the medication that some of us have to take for day-to-day activity, to keep our hearts, blood pressure down, our heart rates, kidney medicine, whatever we're taking medicine for that actually contributes to the functioning of our body. So let's not forget to take our meds. And I know people say, that God is a healer. Yes, God is a healer, but he's also put stuff on earth, put these things on earth for us to assist in our ailments. So the medication was put on this earth to assist us in our healing process, because it's a process. Just think about it. When we get a cold, if we don't take medication, if we don't drink orange juice, if we don't feed a cold or whatever, we don't get well. It could possibly get worse. I just had a cold a couple weeks ago. I'm alka-seltzering, if that's a word. Y'all know what I mean. I'm taking Alka-Seltzer. And I'm drinking juice, and I'm sleeping, I'm resting, and my cold is digressing. The symptoms are digressing. I just want to encourage people to take care of themselves. I want to encourage you to be mindful that there are certain actions that we have to take in order to take care of our health. But one of the things that we must do is get that blood work done, get that cholesterol check, get that pressure check, because we don't want any, heart attacks, strokes, none of that. Okay, we need to check for blood clots and stuff like that. We need to make sure that we are being monitored properly. Like I said, I'm not a doctor at all. I don't even like going to the doctor. I do have the white coat syndrome, whereas when I go to the doctor, my pressure may elevate just slightly. You know what I'm saying? So I have to sit in a chair and just relax, and that because I hate being at the doctor. But I know it's a necessity, and I want to encourage you guys to get checked. And there are some people that will not go to the doctor unless they are having a major ailment, major pains, things that they can't get rid of that they've had for months and possibly years, and they will not go to the doctor until then, please get regularly checked. Please, for the females, please get your mammograms. Get your mammograms. I mean, it's scary, and then I can only talk for me, waiting on those test results, but get them. Get checked for STDs. I know you don't want to know, but you need to know. Get checked for STDs. For real. It's scary, but you need to know. You need to know. And if you have never received the rape test, ask for the rape test. And that way they'll test you for everything, every STI, STD. They'll test your blood for everything, and they'll be able to come back and tell you if you have anything. See, many of us don't like that kind of preaching. For real. We don't want to know. We don't like to know that we may have contracted something, but you need to know for yourself. Suppose it's something that's going to take you down or take you up out of here. We need to know. So please, excuse me, please go ahead and get the ultimate check. Y'all know I drink my coffee with a straw. So be careful. Be careful about your stress. Be careful what you're concerned with. Go to the doctor. Get tested. Okay? Now, let me talk about something else. I'm talking about something else that somebody asked me. Why don't I do more of the food videos? Okay? Why don't I go to the restaurants and do, the judging of the food and all that stuff? Well, the thing is, I just told you, I don't really have any issues with my health. And I don't want to go and start eating all these different foods and putting all this grease in my stomach and my body. Because, see, I don't really, if y'all notice, I really don't eat fried food. The only fried food that I normally eat is fried chicken legs and the fish patties from McDonald's. Don't ask me why, but that's the fish that I like. But normally I don't eat fried food. I really don't like fried shrimp. That's just not my baby, the fried food. And so I don't want to be going to all these different restaurants every other day and every other week, risking my health, building up my cholesterol count and all that stuff. So I'm real funny about what I eat. And I know y'all be like, what? Yeah, I am very funny about what I eat. I eat a certain variety of foods, and I stay right there. I do eat every once in a while. I'll get me a seafood deal, but I like meatloaf, but it got to be cooked right, and so I eat a lot of fruit. I know y'all don't believe me, but I eat a lot of fruit. I go to Kroger's and I get me some fruit. Watermelon kind of out of season there, so it hasn't been too good, but that's what I eat. I like every once in a while, maybe once a month, I eat some ribs. I eat a little bit of Chick-fil-A. I like their soup. Notice I haven't said salads because I'm really not a salad person. Every once in a while, I eat a salad, but I like the bowls from Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's what I like. So I'm kind of a little hesitant about going to all these different restaurants and putting all that stuff in my system. It's not for the fact of my weight. It is because I don't want to raise levels inside my body. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get on blood pressure medication. And that's what we got to remember when we eating all this different food. wet foods are going to raise our levels and put us in a dangerous zone. And so I've been doing pretty well, actually, drinking water. And then I drink the zero water with the little, what you call it? Let me show you. I tried these here, these ice waters. That's what it is. These are they had some from the Starburst kind. I tried them. They were pretty tasty. Now I don't know how they do what they do, but it's supposed to be, it's sparkling ice, flavored sparkling water. I don't know how they do it, but it's good. But I drink a few. I drink these instead of drinking sodas. And then of course I have the regular water, and then I do have my sodas. A lot of people don't prefer the diet drinks, but when I did go see a nutritionist, they told me to drink the diet drinks. But a lot of people say the diet drinks aren't good for you, and so I don't drink them as much. But I get the pack of Kool-Aid that you put into your water, the Crystal Light and stuff. I do that. See, so y'all will look at me and you think, oh, she just eats so unhealthy. I really don't eat unhealthy. And my problem probably would be that I don't eat enough a day. I don't eat 3 square meals a day. I will probably eat my first meal, I'll say after 10:30 or so, for the most part. That's when I eat my first meal, which means there's only one more meal for me to eat, if I eat. And so that's how I do. I eat a lot of oatmeal. I do oatmeal. Now I do get the oatmeal with the cinnamon, or the oatmeal with the apples, or the apples and cinnamon oatmeal. I eat the oatmeal. I eat bags of popcorn. I eat, my treats would be like some potato chips, but that's rarely. I'm going to tell you what kind of chips I eat. Hold on, let me show you something. These tortilla chips, I'll eat the tortilla chips, and I'll put a little salsa on it. So that's what I do for my little treats, my snacks and stuff like that. And so I don't really eat a lot of junk food. Now, let me tell y'all something. Let me be honest with you. Let me see, where is it? I must have ate them all. I love chocolates. I love chocolates. So if you give me a box of chocolates, I'm gonna eat those. I'm gonna eat those. I'm probably gonna eat if the box got about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If the box have 12 chocolates in it, I'm gonna probably eat about 4 to 5 chocolates in one day, and then I'm gonna eat the rest of them the next day, and so on and so forth. Because I love chocolate. I love it, and not just plain milk chocolate. If you get me some chocolates that have some nuts in it, or some that crunchy nestle stuff, I'm gonna eat that. So normally I don't buy chocolates. Maybe every month I will buy M&Ms. Okay, so y'all won't see me and see I eat like stuff like this, nuts and stuff like that. There, planters. So you won't see me eating a lot of junk food monthly. It's in spurs. Every so many days or weeks I'll eat something that's junk food. One thing I do eat that I probably shouldn't eat, and the nutritionist talks about this too. I don't know if y'all have been to a nutritionist, but I have dwelled in nutritionists for about 3-4 times. I don't know why. And don't put no fat nutritionist in front of me telling me what to eat, because it is not gonna work. I'm gonna tell you like that. If you fat and you telling me what not to eat, you might as well be talking to the wall, because I'm not listening to you. And they done that to me twice. So that won't gonna work anyways. So anyway, but I did hear them when they said don't eat the noodles, right? And so, but I don't listen to that part because I like the ramen, I like the noodles, so I do eat the noodles. But the thing is, we're gonna have to see what works for us, okay? Because we're gonna leave this earth for something. Something gonna cause us to leave this earth, whether it be natural causes or something we ate or something we did, or God forbid something tragic. So you choose what your battle is going to be. Okay, my battle is watching what I eat. You know, I don't indulge in drugs. I don't indulge in alcoholic beverages. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I you know, the wine, perhaps, New Year's or whatever, you know. But I'm not a drinker. And let me tell y'all something about drinking too. Be very careful, because alcoholism is hereditary. Now, y'all can argue with yourself about it. I'm going to tell you, you can look it up, but don't argue with me. Alcoholism is hereditary. So it's a chance that you inherit that taste for alcohol. So being that I knew that a lot of my people and my family, people in my family were alcoholics, I never really had a desire to drink alcohol because I felt that I would be one who fall into the alcoholism. And so to keep from falling in that, you know, into that path, I made an intentional decision to stay away from it so that it wouldn't hit me. So and when I tell people, no, I don't drink, I don't want any, it's not because I think I'm better. It's because I have to have the willpower to stay away from it, you know, for my health. Okay. But be very careful with that as well. Okay. And you know, it's so easy to get addicted, because I did when I was in the military. I used to have a little taste for you know, little coolers and stuff like that, and every once in a while you pop a cooler, and next thing you know, you drinking more than one. You're drinking at a time. You got two, and then the next thing you know, you got three. You see what I'm saying? And at some point, you done either lost control or you don't realize that you need to gain control over that. And that's all a part of health. Okay? Same as cigarettes. I know that that is very addicting or addictive, however you want to say it. And be careful with that as well. But make sure, excuse me, y'all. Make sure you get your body checked. You get your vitals checked. You get your blood checked. Everything that needs to be checked. We have to take care of ourselves, for not only ourselves, but for our loved ones. I need you guys to be around. Because if y'all not around, who gonna listen to me? Who gonna listen to me? And so, and I want to be around as well, because I want to leave everything I have to you. Everything, my conversation, my comments. Hey, y'all think I should start doing comedy shows? Y'all think I should take my try on a stage? Because people always talk about how funny I am, and I don't be trying to be funny. So I was always afraid that if I tried to be funny, I would never be funny. And so a long time ago, I was told that I should do comedy, right? When I was in the military. And this guy asked me, he said, well, do you think you're funny? And I was like, no, I don't. Then he said, well, there's your answer. And I just blew it off. The whole idea went out the window. And it's because I just always believed that if I tried to be funny, I wouldn't be funny. I think I'm more funnier when I don't try to be. And I'll be talking to people and they just laugh and they just giggling. I was like, are you laughing at me or are you laughing with me? Which one is it? Because I wasn't saying anything funny. I'm trying to be serious. I was just doing that today. And with my mom, and she was just giggling, and I was like, what? I'm trying to be serious, you know? So we'll have to pray over that, y'all. Can y'all see me? Stand-up comedian. Comedian. Yeah, what you call them female? Comedian. I don't know. But anyway, take care of yourselves. And remember that God loves you. I love you. Make sure you love yourself. Then you can properly love someone else. Until we shall meet again, may you be tremendously blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I might do a food review next week. We're thinking about going to this restaurant. So we'll see how that works out. Take care now.